the Buzz getting upsetted by good players, but they're at like that medium level. They're not the best in the world, and we see like a reoccurring theme of like top level Rosalina losing to Meta Knight, then I would be worried, or then Rosalinas would be worried. But if we're just seeing it at the top level of play, beating other top level players, it's
not as much to think about.
Yeah, it's not too defining. DeBuzz could definitely do it. He has before. He has beaten good Meta Knights. But anyways, we're jumping into DisqoBunny versus JaySon.
Do you feel like this is more Fox favored as time has gone on?
Man, this is one of the most debated matchups. This is also another metagame defining matchup, I feel. Honestly, I think these characters are both so good that if Fox has an advantage, it's slight. It's a slight advantage. We've seen Zenodo versus Larry Lur, Zero versus Larry Lur. We've seen it swing both ways. And sometimes it's convincing. Larry Lur rarely gets convincingly beat, but I don't know. It could go both ways. I think it might be slight Fox advantage, but
yeah.
At this top level again, these matchups, someone having a slight advantage barely matters. Kind of like what we see at like top level Melee, like the Fox versus Falco argument. Who wins on this stage? Whose advantage is it? At the end of the day, Mango could beat just about any Fox with Falco, and usually vice versa. He could probably beat any Falco with Fox. You know, it's such a minuscule difference.
You know, so much of the game where I feel like it's tough for Diddy Kong is the fact that Fox is so good at rushing you down, preventing the moments where you can actually pull Peel out. And when he gets in, the damage output is ridiculous.
Yeah, Fox's frame traps and damages are like, oh, like that banana saved him from a heck of a frame trap. Also, that's actually one of the reasons that makes Diddy so good, right? You've got this banana pull. When you have a neutral so based around banana, you think it's really important to get it out, and a character like Fox can indeed rush you down and keep you from getting it out. But where Diddy excels as an entire character, and this is in every matchup, is that you want your neutral to be based around getting grabs or getting these conversions, not for damage, for that, a banana pull.
Right.
Because once you get the grab, yeah, it's 11% if you up throw, up air, or whatever. But what it really means is you get a free banana. So even if a character can rush down Diddy really well, if Diddy gets that grab, neutral's now in his favor.
Exactly, and that's what we saw from Disco so far to bring the game back, just by implementing those grabs, creating the separation necessary to get the peel out. And from JaySon, just extreme patience overall. That's a bad spot. That's a bad spot.
That was an untechable. That was an untechable. I think he went into the spin. That was really, really unfortunate. I kind of actually want to see on the replay. Can we? Is that at all possible? Oh, we're getting the heads up. So if you guys don't know, after 100%, some moves will put a character into a spinning animation. And during that spin animation, it was an untechable. Yeah, once you get put into that situation, if you hit the ground, you cannot tech. The only way he could have maybe lived is timed the get up roll or get up attack or something to get around that up smash. But man, he was pretty much dead.
Yeah, and you even saw Disco at the end of that game. If you looked in the player cam, like frantically clicking his left trigger.
Yep. And before that came to light, you know, we'd all make jokes like we tech those, but in actuality, we can't.
We can't tech those.
It is actually impossible. And Fox having such a good neutral tool to even set stuff like that. There are a few characters that just naturally have these untechable setups. Fox's down air is one of them. Mario's throws, sometimes like his forward throws set up into it. Zero Suit's Zaire actually can set him to untechable kills. Forward air, Really, really good. Most of the time you'll see Diddy's go for like these up throw into forward airs and back airs rather than up airs. It's a lot more damage. Up airs when you're reaching.
Right now we're noticing JaySon. I thought that was going to be the moment that we'd actually see the S smash connect. Was it just poor spacing?
I don't know. I'd have to see the replay on that. That back throw killed, surprisingly. I didn't think it would be that strong. Diddy with rage back throw. Not to be trifled with. Here we're seeing a super patient neutral. Yeah. Oh!
And that feels like the big difference here, right? JaySon, he has this gameplay where, like, when he gets in, he stays in. And with Disco, it's more so like, okay, I got in, I got a couple hits, what's next?
Their playstyles are really unique. JaySon's super patient, really smart, calculated player. Disco is definitely a smart player. I feel like I don't even want to make a call out because they'll come back and watch this video and get me. But
Nike, just do it, man.
Yeah, Disco, I just feel I can't even describe Disco because sometimes he has really radical play styles. Like sometimes he'll play super defensive, super long term. And then sometimes he'll just go in crazy. I feel like JaySon's more of a static player. He doesn't change his playstyle too much. Generally because he doesn't need to, because it's a really good playstyle.
Right, and from Disco, we saw one side of the coin last time with him playing against Aerolink. Now, at his last stock, we definitely need to see the mix-up.
Questionable forward air. Oh, that would have been a nice conversion.
Yeah, he still had control of that peel at the end there to start up the sequence.
Yeah, Z-drop conversions are really scary because when you Z-drop, you do not go into lag, and that up smash is going to seal the deal. Ooh, IRL taunts. Okay, so they're discussing. It looks like they're discussing like dinner plans. Oh, look at that.
It's like, are we going to Steak and Shake or are we going to Steak and Shake? He's like, I think we're going to Waffle House.
We're going to Battlefield, actually. Oh, okay.
It's like, nah, man, I hate Waffle House.
Yeah, I'm not even hungry.
You? The hash browns are so good. Game 3 of losers finals between JaySon and Disco. Now, in that first game, we saw JaySon having a disgusting punish game overall onto Disco. What was it that changed that made JaySon's punishes a bit less crispy in the second game?
I don't even think they were less crispy. I think they just went into a longer game, and I think Disco won the long game, which is kind of hard to do versus JaySon. He's really excels in that. Oh, this could be a kill. Oh, he should have gone off stage for that.
Yeah, maybe playing a bit too safe, a bit too cautiously, giving JaySon a second chance to make it on stage.
That's a hard situation to like react to. He got the down tilt, and JaySon couldn't grab the ledge because of like the 52 frames, of which he can't. That's okay. He walked away with the percent lead. Now he's lost it. Nice power shield. Oh, and then not nice, just getting decked by side B.
And Shine is something that we're seeing much more in this matchup to negate peel. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah. You know, Shine got a bad rap. Like after we saw like how good the move was in Melee, I think just a lot of Foxes just had this conception of what it should be. But as we see like the metagame developing, we're seeing like more Foxes just bring out Shine. We've seen Larry do it a lot. It doesn't exactly Shine Gap or Shine Spike. Kind of does on Diddy. Diddy's up, he's super fragile, but it's got a pretty decent hitbox on it. You wouldn't think it would. And it has a really weird game with like reflecting projectiles, which is what it was for. And Sakurai smiles. Yeah. Wherever he is in the world, he just thumbs up. Every time Fox actually uses his Shine to reflect things.
As intended. Yeah. As intended. Again, just so much of the gameplay, so much of why JaySon is doing so well is mitigating peel in this matchup. Right there, though, swinging a bit early, and DisqoBunny finds a way to bring this down to the final stocks. Down smash.
I find it interesting that he's sticking Diddy rather than going Sonic. I mean, he probably knows better than me. He's the one playing. He probably understands the matchup much more thoroughly. He definitely can still bring this back. Here we go.
I mean, a few more out of shield moments like that.
Or any offstage scuffles could really lead to a quick death for JaySon.
Great shielding from DisqoBunny in the latter half, knowing that JaySon's options are so limited. But that swing early, the down smash connects.
He was kind of hoping the banana would trip him up, because usually, like, if the banana falls in front of you, you can throw out a smash. And if they try the rebuke, then it really didn't do much. Oh, that was so close.
Disco threading the needles, staying alive again. Try to go for the peel down smash that we've seen from him so many times, but JaySon close enough to the ledge to snap on. Now Disco gets the knockdown. And waits! Such a...
Lord.
It felt like the right decision to wait, but JaySon finds a way out. How did he not get the punish?
He messed it up.
The tensions right now.
Okay. So I think at this percent, Disco's going to opt for back throws or throws off stage rather than combo throws. This is prime stuff. Oh, no, he opts for another up throw.
And do you think JaySon went for the down air because he thought that Disco would be worried about his whittling shield?
Fox can do whatever he wants. I think a shield poke is a very realistic thing for Fox's. Disco is in shield a lot. Is that going to be it? Wow, that comeback.
What a comeback. And of course, it boils down to where Fox really struggles, not just in this matchup, but universally. When it comes to the late game, because grabs aren't as effective as a tool for him compared to so many other of these top-tier characters, he really struggles in having like these linear approaches, or kill setups, if you will.
I think that's really fair. Nintendo has actually kind of made it pretty clear on what kind of characters they want kills out of throws, right? Like, they want slow, big characters generally to have the better throw fall. You got Robin, DK, you know, whatever, Bowser. Oh,